Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, longtime astrologer, psychic, healer, and yogi. In today's episode, I'm going to discuss the astrology of October 2020. It's going to be a doozy of a month, so you're going to want to stay tuned. Welcome to the episode on the astrology of October 2020. We have a lot going on. It's a very busy month astrologically. Between two full moons starting and ending the month on October 1st and October 31st, Halloween full moon, Mercury retrograde, and Saturn and Pluto joining Jupiter traveling direct and forming the karmic cluster that kicked off coronavirus into a pandemic during February and March. But before I get into my predictions for October and giving you the keynote dates, I want to just talk about astrology being in the news. Recently, there was a New York Times article about astrologers and how they dropped the ball with predicting coronavirus. And they specifically picked out a well-known astrologer, Susan Miller, who did not predict that 2020 would be a challenging year. Well, I beg to differ because some of us astrologers really were warning people about how crazy 2020 was going to be, including this one, Jill Jardine, astrologer. As early as November of 2019, I was telling whoever wanted to listen that we were going to have an airborne bomb. That's how it came through from my guides. An airborne bomb would go off in the U.S. in March 2020, and that no one would be flying or going anywhere in spring 2020, March, April, and May. So cancel your travel plans. People were getting disturbed by that, and I went ahead and canceled my own travel plans for spring 2020 as early as January and February before anybody knew that the coronavirus was around the bend. I was also telling people to sell your house before February 2020, but if you didn't, the market was going to get really hot in summer of 2020, so be ready to sell. The way that the coronavirus came to me was an airborne bomb. So not all astrologers were off, and a lot of astrologers only want to tell you good news, even if sometimes it's good to be aware of what's coming down the pike before it hits. So I'm an astrologer who will give you both the good, the bad, and the ugly, but coming from a higher vibrational perspective, yet grounded. That being said, my predictions for the United States in October 2020 into November is that there will be a coronavirus resurge in certain areas, more civil unrest, much more political polarization as we get closer to the election. Also, we will see at the end of October economic and stock market fluctuating like crazy, ups and downs, and there may be a big drop that won't correct itself until probably February 2021. The good news is that the overlay of fifth dimensional high frequency energies continues, and those of us who are ready to integrate these new frequencies into our body, into our lives, will get quite the uplift. So my advice is to keep yourself above the fray. Don't get pulled into what I call the mosh pit of lower frequency energies or consciousness. Okay, it's time for us to move along now and talk about October 2020 astrologically and what are the keynote dates and astrological transits. So I'll go through the dates and then I'll come back and discuss each one in more detail. And be sure to stay tuned till the end of the podcast for the sun sign forecasts for each sign. So October kicks off October 1st, 2020 with a full moon in Aries. The sun is in Libra, a full moon. October 4th, we have Pluto, the planet of transformation, transiting direct after being retrograde for 4 to 5 months. October 13th through November 3rd is a Mercury retrograde cycle. It starts out retrograding through the sign Scorpio into Libra, and then it will go back into Scorpio in November. October 16th, a ray of light at the Libra new moon. October 18th, Mars squares Jupiter. October 19th, Mercury retrograde in Scorpio opposes Uranus in Taurus. October 22nd, the Sun enters Scorpio. And we end the month on October 31st with a Halloween full moon with the Sun in Scorpio and the Moon in Taurus. October foresees the final fiasco of a turbulent 2020, which continues throughout mid-December 2020. You ain't seen nothing yet, says a month kicking off and ending with full moons. The harvest moon lights up and ignites October on October 1st. As we sow, so shall we reap is the theme of 2020, also known as karma, thanks to Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto in Capricorn. The Aries full moon with the Sun in Libra occurs on October 1st, triggering the Aries-Libra polarity of self versus other. If you thought we dealt with enough polarization in the past years, wait and see how intense it will get in October through November. No one makes it to higher consciousness by demonizing and blaming the other or through political polarization. It's a fast track to karmic backtracking. And the karmic taskmaster, Saturn, has just gone direct on September 29th, ready to roll through the late degrees of Capricorn and teach them more lessons in releasing the outworn and dismantling and dissolving old paradigms. The October 1st full moon in fiery Aries conjoins Chiron, the wounded healer teacher, and triggers Mars retrograde in Aries, which is squaring Saturn and shadow planet Pluto in Capricorn. This sets the tone of the month for healing as it brings the wounds of the personal and collective unconscious to light. Pluto goes direct on October 4th, intensely spinning the karmic and cosmic wheels forward. It's time to release even more, transform and transmute to make way for the new. Division and polarization aggravate the aggressive collective shadow. Martial anger only feeds more outbursts. The Libra sun desires harmony and balance, despite the chaos and confusion of a planetary T-square, which is astrologies for a stressful aspect with the planets. We need to balance the Aries, Mars, martial energy, and Libra, the peace process, by becoming the peace and love warriors the world really needs now. Those with their sun signs in Libra, Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn will feel this October 1st full moon fallout more than most. The focus in the beginning of October is on maintaining balance in our lives and our relationships. The Libra pendulum relentlessly swings back and forth while striving for equilibrium. It emphasizes the air element, making people even more spacey and disconnected, while showing us where imbalance is prevalent. Relationships will be the hot topic during early October, as new connections may form while old ones will be severed. Watch out for projection in relationship now, such as someone blaming you for something which is really their own issue. Thinking balance within and being centered in yourself is key right now. Regardless of your sun sign, everyone will be feeling the winds of change blowing into their lives. Embracing the release process will make all things flow smoother. The Libra new moon arrives on October 16th, and it desires a spiritual intervention and seeks to infuse grace, peace, love, and understanding into the tempestuous tempers of retrograde Mars, squaring Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter in mid-month. This provides an opportunity to find the peace within, be the calm amidst the storm, focus on finding harmony within personal relationships, be very discerning which forces you align with during October. Don't descend into the collective mosh pit of lower vibrational energies or negativity. Mercury transits retrograde on October 13th in Scorpio, so the cooling down process may take a while. Mercury slides backwards into Libra on October 28th, going direct on November 3rd, right in time for a very embattled election result. At the onset of 2020, astrologers were predicting a messy American presidential election outcome when we realized that Mercury would be in a retrograde cycle in October, going direct on November 3rd, the day of the election. Now everyone can predict this as a reality. There will be no decisive outcomes for weeks after the election, and the final decision will be very much contested. Some are even predicting civil war and violence. So I urge all to pray for peaceful and smooth transitions and restoration of world dharma. Mars is traveling retrograde in Aries, and it squares Jupiter in Capricorn exactly on October 18th, stirring up more conflict and power plays. Uranus opposes Mercury on October 19th, when mixed messages abound. Truth is distorted, and everyone has their own version of reality. Disparate truths hitting up against each other is more problematic. Programming of minds through media and other outlets is profound and transparent to those who will see through it to the real truth. The Sun transits into Scorpio from October 22nd through November 21st. And this is when the real SHIT show begins. Secrets are revealed, lies are exposed, and coronavirus resurges. The stock market is Mr. Toad's wild ride, and it feels like the end of the world as we know it yet again. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, shadow planet, governing what is hidden and the subconscious. The dark underbelly will be revealed. Scorpio's domain is deep and includes the hidden psyche, secrets, shared resources, and finances, sex, death, and rebirth. All the biggies there. Everything's up for renewal and healing. Dredging up the shadowy realms of Scorpio may be too bitter for some. Financial markets and economic situations may take a hit as the Sun and Mercury transiting Scorpio, which rules both gain and loss. The Scorpio-Taurus axis gets activated on October 19th when Mercury, traveling retrograde in Scorpio, opposes Uranus in Taurus. I predict this as triggered to the stock markets and economy, unraveling, enhanced by the Sun's transit through Scorpio from 10/22 to 11/21. So as the Sun goes through Scorpio, October 22nd to 11/21, we're going to see a lot of shifts and changes, ups and downs, and it will be enhanced at that Scorpio-Taurus full moon on Halloween. The economy will look very scary this Halloween. But the good news regarding the economy is that whatever happens in October and November, it will come back to a better level in February of 2021. And why is that, you may ask? Well, by then, a lot of the coronavirus remedies, such as pharmaceuticals or what I call virus cocktails, will be trotted out to the public, as well as the air vacuum systems in spaces, buildings, schools, businesses that technology will become available to put into buildings so that viruses can be killed, as well as the technologies related to ultraviolet light and that killing off viral frequencies or viruses in the air. So there's a lot of good technologies coming in 2021, courtesy of Saturn and Jupiter traveling through Aquarius and leaving Capricorn. Actually, they leave in mid-December. So we'll start seeing a lot of lightning and lifting as we come into 2021. So getting back to October culminates with a full moon in Taurus. The sun is in Scorpio on October 31st, enhancing the eerie element just in time for Halloween. Deep, dark secrets may be revealed. The psychic wavelengths are enhanced, and the other side is close at hand as the veil is lifted. Dissolution of foundations continue, courtesy of the Capricornian cluster of Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn throughout late October. This process of dissolution, dissolving, dismantling continues and is amped up at the Taurus Scorpio full moon on October 31st, exasperated when Mercury goes direct November 3rd, Election Day, throughout November, culminating in a full moon lunar eclipse on November 30th. So we have a lot in store for us, October and November. A lot of us astrologers are saying that all of the karma that was not cleared earlier in 2020 gets compressed into October and November. So clear that karma, everybody, personally and collectively. I remember that there was a meme circulating at the beginning of 2020, which was purporting how great 2020 was going to be because of the timing of certain special dates. Like Valentine's Day was on a Friday, July 4th was on a Saturday, Labor Day was coming later, and Halloween was on a Saturday with a full moon. Christmas was on a Friday. Well, guess what? Despite this great dates and timing of holidays on weekends, 2020 wasn't so great after all, even with all those special dates falling on weekends or full moons. But when you get lemons, make lemonade. That's the theme for 2020.
Folks, as the days get shorter and the nights get a little cooler, don't you just feel like sitting by the fire pit with a nice glass of wine to unwind? But you can't stand the pesticides and fillers and wine headaches you get from most wines? Let me tell you about Scout & Cellar Clean Crafted Wine. Scout & Cellar is organic, clean crafted, and always free of synthetic pesticides, chemical additives, and sweeteners. The best thing is, they have a whole range, from sparkling, white, rosé to red. Try this delicious pure wine straight from the grape to your glass. Order yours at Scout, SCOUT, and Cellar, CELLAR.com/Jill Jardine.
And now we're at that part of the podcast you've all been waiting for, the sun sign forecast for each sign for the month of October 2020. And we're going to start with the birthday kids, Libra. Happy birthday, Libra. The Aries full moon on October 1st, activating the polarities of Aries and Libra, has the Libra pendulum swinging back and forth. Chiron, the wounded healer teacher, is opposing your sun. So heal those old emotional wounds and come to a place of emotional neutrality. When the triggers are gone, you'll enjoy that inner calm. Keep your cool and stay balanced. Mars is opposing your sun, so hold your tongue and enjoy your birthday month. Seed good health for this coming birth year. Set your positive intentions at your solar return and know that good things are coming your way. Celebrate your birthday with like-minded friends. Your lucky days are October 15th and 16th. Scorpio, born approximately October 21st to November 21st. It's the end of your solar return year, so out with the old and in with the new. Get ready for a power-packed birthday month, especially when Mercury retrogrades through your sign, bringing back blasts from the past, and old memories may surface. Watch out for emotional volatility at the Halloween full moon. Refrain from scaring everyone with your intensity. Make sure you exercise to blow off some steam and to balance all that mental energy. Your ruling planet, Pluto, goes direct on October 4th, spurring you forward into the unknown with renewed vigor and hope. Jupiter and Saturn moving forward in Capricorn keeps the money flowing to you. Your lucky days, Scorpio, are October 17th and October 18th. Sagittarius, born approximately November 21st to December 21st. Sagittarius needs to reboot and regroup in October before the eclipse cycle in Sagittarius hits in November and December. Marie Kondo your life and clear the clutter so the eclipses won't have to do the job for you. When the sun transits Libra, relationships need to be reassessed, which is during the beginning of October through the 22nd. Who's worth keeping in your life going forward? Maintaining your balance is very important, especially related to your health and well-being. Your lucky days, Sagittarius, are October 19th and 20th. Capricorn, born approximately December 21st to January 21st. Hopefully, you've made some room for new energies as Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn are all moving direct now and are spinning the cosmic wheels fast forward in your life. Don't cry over spilt milk. Let bygones be bygones. Saturn finishes the job for Capricorn, clearing any leftover karmic residues between now and mid-December. You are preparing to graduate when Saturn and Jupiter leave Capricorn and transit into Aquarius in mid-December. Get your hat and gown ready and remit your resume to the universe for the next phase on Earth School, Capricorn. Your lucky days are October 21st and 22nd. Aquarius, born approximately January 21st to February 20th. Keep your eyes peeled for those beneficial people coming your way to further your projects and professional life. Communications are inspired during the Libra equinox in early October through the 22nd, and relationships and friendships are enriched. Your traditional ruler Saturn is now traveling direct, delivering the goods as it clears karma and clutter. Mars retrograde in Aries provides a timeout to breathe deeply and relax. Keep your chi and prana flowing smoothly through exercise and movement. Your creative juices get an upsurge. You are undergoing a major vibrational shift. You can tell everybody else what it feels like on the other side in 2021. Aquarius, your lucky days are October 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Pisces, born approximately February 20th through March 21st. You feel like you're taking one step forward and two steps back. Your physical and emotional energy may be up and down. Plan accordingly and don't overextend now or into the future. Suss out potential obstacles and reconfigure your plans. Keep your boundaries and don't take on too much work. Mars in Aries travels retrograde in your money house, so money may show up when you least expect it or when you need it the most. Your lucky days, Pisces, are October 26th and 27th. Aries, born approximately March 21st to April 21st. October kicks off with a full moon in your sign, signifying the best or worst of times for you this month. The financial flow frees up in early October. However, relationships may pop your me bubble. Others may feel too demanding or needy, but you can't shirk your responsibilities. Superiors in work or clients expect more from you. You will be called out if you promised and haven't delivered yet. Don't instigate confrontation. Seek some peace and inner reflection, Aries. Your lucky days are October 1st and 2nd, and again at the end of the month on October 28th and 29th. Taurus, born approximately April 21st to May 21st. Things feel like they are finally flowing smoothly for you as Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn move forward in fellow Earth sign, Capricorn. You are becoming unstuck. You realize you have grown by leaps and bounds this year and cleared lifetimes of karma. Uranus retrograde in your sign brings unexpected surprises and support. Rally your resources and get out of scarcity consciousness before the big Taurus full moon on Halloween, when it's showtime, Taurus. More changes are afoot when the Taurus moon conjoins Uranus and life becomes weird and wonderful. Your lucky days are October 3rd, 4th, 5th, and happy Halloween, Taurus, with the full moon on October 31st. Gemini, born approximately May 21st through June 21st. A month of 2 full moons kicking off with the Aries Libra full moon on October 1st and ending with the Taurus Scorpio full moons spills Gemini's secrets, even those you have kept from yourself. Try to be truthful to yourself and don't overly indulge. The early October Aries full moon has others mistrusting your motives, but best not to pick fights now. Things lighten up mid-month at the Libra new moon of October 16th, when friends and frolic foster fun times for Gemini, with your lucky days being October 6th and 7th. Cancer, born approximately June 21st to July 21st, you may be flat out exhausted at October's onset with the intense Aries full moon. But your gears get into motion soon enough. Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in Capricorn continue to restructure and rebuild your life and your body. The Libra balance has you gauging your own energy and when to give to others and when to give back to yourself. The Halloween full moon will bring some nice surprises and release the hauntings of your past. Your lucky days, Cancer, are October 8th, 9th, and 10th. Leo, born approximately July 21st to August 21st. You feel reborn at the Aries full moon on October 1st as you revision your future with hope and positivity. Mars retrograde in Aries gives you some time to unwind and redefine. Doors are open to meeting helpful people. Creative impulses ignite ingenuity and fluid self-expression. You feel tapped into your higher self and you like the way it shines your Leo light even brighter. Your lucky days are October 11th and 12th. And Virgo, born approximately August 21st through September 21st. This year has forced you to let go of any self-criticism and rigidity. Others reflect your progress back with this at the October 1st full moon and show you if you have more work to do in these areas. Virgo may feel the one being picked on and criticized. Let it go. Stay focused on your present while seeding your future. Your body is your temple. Nourish it properly. Your mind is your car. Don't drive it too fast or recklessly. Stop worrying about money. Full moon in Taurus on Halloween renders you ample resources. Your lucky days, Virgo, are October 13th and 14th. Exciting news, folks. Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine is also a radio show broadcasting at a new time, Sundays, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on WATD 95.9 FM, broadcasting to Boston's South Shore, and streaming live on 959watd.com on Sundays at 11 a.m. The beauty of the radio show is that you can call in and get mini readings from me or my psychic guests. Call in at 781-837-4900 to get your reading and tune in on Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope you enjoyed this episode on the astrology of October 2020. Remember to subscribe to this podcast and all of the Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. And please give it a 5-star review. We would be very happy. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine signing off and sending you healing cosmic vibrations through the quantum field.